Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Mirror Racing Broadcast. It's good to be back. We had a few weeks off, but gang's all here, and we're ready for some exciting racing here at Talladega. Looking like it's going to be a beautiful day here. Track looks perfect. Conditions look perfect. But, here with me, as always, Milton Minter Jr. and Adam Roberts.
Talladega, Alabama. Let's go.
That's right. Let's go, man.
All right,
Ready.
well, let's see what the track here is looking like. Yep, it's looking 79 degrees. Not going to rain, partly cloudy, so perfect conditions. Temperature on the track is about 93 degrees Fahrenheit, so they should have plenty of grip out there, I would think. It's looking to be, we have a really big field out here tonight. I think 20 plus cars, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe more, actually, at this point. It's been a minute since I checked. But yeah, guaranteed to be some awesome racing. Have a few newcomers, some drivers have returned from a brief hiatus, so it's good to see them back again. But nonetheless, they're here, we're here, and we're ready. Adam, if you already got it pulled up, maybe the most recent standings. Go over those real quick.
Yeah. I've got it pulled up here. We've got Matt Watkins is in the lead with 92 points. He's got 3 wins this year so far, or this season. Then Shane Wisman with 85 in second. He's got 2 wins. And then Justin Bird in the 3rd place. At 78 points. He's got 1 win. And they're, Shane's 7 behind, and then Justin is 14 behind, but 7 behind Shane. So still a really tight race for the top 3. And then you got Greg Stuka in 4th with 70, so not too far behind Justin. And then Jason Seams is in your top 5. 68, and then you've got Brent Meckes, Jamison Pearson, and then you got Jack McGee, who climbed a bunch of positions from the last race, and Jack Walls also climbed up a bunch of positions, 9th, and then Ryan Seams kind of rounds out the top 10 there.
Awesome.
Points.
Awesome. Yeah, some new names we haven't seen before in the or at least one in the top 5, Jason Seams. So looks like he's making some pretty good progress here in this league. I think Matt Watkins, he's coming off a fresh win at Vegas, right?
That is correct. Yeah, he
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Me and Milt I broadcasted on my channel, twitch.tv/Project Rico 6. And yeah, it was a really good race. There was a little dust up at the end, but it was really clean, really good. Yeah, he pulled out a win. He kind of that second, or I would say the last 2 stops, really pulled the lead out and kind of dominated the last 2 stints there. But it was a really good race. A lot of action.
Awesome. Yeah, it's one thing there's no shortage of here. That's action. I think we're going to see some tonight with all these cars. With this many cars, there's always the possibility that we're going to see a massive wreck too. And it's also worth mentioning, for those of you who are just tuning in, there are no fast repairs in this league. I don't think that's been changed for super speedways. Might have to check the race settings, but as far as I know, there are no fast repairs. So if your car
fast repairs,
if your car gets jacked up, that just is what it is. So I mean, we like it here because we think it forces drivers to drive with more caution and maybe not take as much risk when they're out there on the track. Sometimes things just happen and your night gets ruined, but I mean, that's racing, that's real life racing. So we're here to try to simulate that as best as possible.
Yeah.
Looks like qualifying's over.
Yeah, qualifying's over. They're in their driver meeting right now. And then they'll get probably like 5 minutes of warm up just to
see the results here. Like
Okay.
Jack Walls is on the pole.
Oh,
Right
there
on.
we go. Yeah.
Shane Wisman right behind him. Steve Rex, Kevin Mays pulling out of fourth. Nice. Justin Bird fifth. That's unusual for him. Um, but then we got Andrew Elliott and Sean Reap right there close behind. All the times are pretty close too. But that's a super speedway. I never could quite figure out how to qualify on a super speedway. Some people have mastered it, but there certainly is a trick to it.
Yeah, one guy that was really good back in the day was the guy Dan Smith. He was one of the co-founders of FSB, and he did it by having a cigarette in one hand and driving with one hand, and he was really good at qualifying. So that was his secret. I don't know, it didn't quite work for me. I had to at least have two hands on the wheel.
Yeah, same. Had to have two hands on the wheel at all times.
Yeah.
Well, it's really exciting to see some of these old dudes that I raced with back in the day. My my Donkey Bop teammate Danny Falcon down there in the 20 car, the 20 kid. He was around before we used our real names. So his handle was the 20 kid, mine was the monster, and so on, and also Octane 93. The number 7 car of Sean Sheaves, also a platinum old school member. So good to see these old farts back out on the track here.
Yeah, definitely. It's always fun to see people come back. They know this is one of the, if not the best place to come race. So they always seem to find their way back. They may go out in iRacing land for a little bit, and just get in some private races or public races rather, and maybe run some other leagues. But they always seem to come back to FSB and have some laps with us.
Yeah, Danny just recently he'd been off for a little bit, but had a second place, I believe, at Suzuka in the GT car. I believe that's where it was. It was kind of off the couch. Just ran a real clean race, and they ended up P2.
Awesome.
Gosh, how many drivers do we have tonight?
I don't know. My the results only load 18, but I feel like there's.
It says 20, 26.
Oh wow. That might. I don't know if that's a record, but it's pretty dang close.
Back in the day, we used to have standing room only. Actually, back in the when FSB was huge in NASCAR 2003, you had to get there, and at the end there, if you didn't get there on time, you might not make the race.
Yeah.
Because they only allowed 42 cars or whatever at Sim. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hopefully we'll get there one day. But for right now, I think our highest, at least since I've been broadcasting, might be around 28 is the highest that I've seen. It may have been for a special event, but but either way, it's it's cool to see this many cars coming out, and of course more cars equals more viewers. So we're glad to be able to stream this race for everybody.
Yeah. I think with iRacing, the limit is like 64. People have to double pit inside other people, but you can do it if you really want to. I've seen some races at super speedways where they have 60 plus cars. It can be really hectic.
Yeah, so can you imagine that here? Oh man, that would be a long
you
race.
Think?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to keep an eye on Andrew Elliott's paint scheme. He says this for me. Put something in our Donkey Bop Discord. And, what kind of paint job should I run? So I gave him a GIF of Burt Reynolds blowing over a bunch of Budweiser beer cans. Hint. But we'll see what he came up with tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, they should be about hitting the track. I mean, it's be a long meeting, long drivers meeting.
Well, there's probably quite a few things to go over here. I'm sure the admin Shane Wisman is telling people to be patient. Don't try to win it on the first lap.
Yeah.
Also, be sure to call out when you're pitting, both in the sim and also on Discord if possible, or at least in the in-game chat, because that can typically cause a huge pile up if you're able to get the message out that you're pitting. But looks like they're hitting the track now, so let's follow around old Kevin Mays here.
I like John Cheese has a Make 7 Up Yours car. Pretty nice. Just looking through the field here.
Who else we got out there? You said Andrew Elliott had a scheme.
Yeah.
Got a couple people here in the broadcast booth with us. I hear somebody talking, but I can't quite hear you that well.
Looks like Tyler's in there. I'm not sure. He had an open mic before.
Yeah, may have to turn your mic up a little bit. Got a couple people here in the
Well, anyway, how you guys doing?
Good.
Doing great. I was just telling these guys it's good to be back, and we thought sorry, here, keep your talk. We thought that Shane Wisman's meeting was going a little bit long, going over the pitting rules and also telling people to be patient and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was a bit of a lengthy drivers meeting, but we got a big field tonight. Some new faces, some veterans coming out of the woodwork. Good to see Danny Falcon out there. But yeah, this is super speedway racing. We all know the deal.
Yeah, never quite sure how it's going to turn out. The best you can do is show up.
Yeah, it could either be a great green flag run like we had Friday in the Pro Cup, and you don't want it to be a wreck fest.
Yeah, no, not at all, not at all. We were also telling everybody out there that
Andrew Elliott rocking the Elvis 30 Budweiser car tonight. Nice.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, bro. For all you do, this Bud's for you.
Yeah, you want to get Milty's attention, run a Budweiser car.
yeah, that's all you got to do, huh?
I remember one time I was in Costco and I saw a giant pallet of Budweiser out there, and I texted it to Milty and said, "Hey man, I found your Christmas present."
It's like the signature sound about halfway through the broadcast. You'll hear just one crack open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But anyways, Sean, what's your I guess overall, without saying too much, strategy for tonight? I think you qualified maybe 6th?
It says I'm 7th on the grid, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad. It gets me on the inside row too, which is pretty good for a start. Basically, it's keep the fenders on this thing and be there at the end, just like any other time. And there's your two philosophies. Some guys like to be up front, and some guys like your Dale Jarrett's like to be out back. And I've always liked to go to the front. I always feel like it's you got more options there to stay out of trouble. You're not gonna get stuck in bad side-by-side situations as much, at least not till the end. So
Right.
I like to take the 62 up front and try and keep it there.
Yep, anywhere but the middle. Was always my
Yeah, stay out of the
philosophy.
kill zone. That's
Yeah,
the
the
thing.
kill
If you're
zone.
relegated to the kill zone, sometimes that's when you do pull the cord and drop back.
Yep. Well, looks like you guys are gridding up now, so I don't want to keep you down here. And you gotta
Yes,
focus.
we are. So yeah, I'll pop in as I can tonight. You guys have a great broadcast, and hopefully
Good
I'll
luck,
get to talk
man.
to you later.
Sounds good, man. See you
Good
then.
luck.
Thanks, boys.
All right, who are the picks? Who are the picks?
I always pick Matt Watkins, so I'm gonna pick Matt Watkins again.
Oh yeah, we already knew
You
that.
lose.
I'm gonna go. Jeff Hale.
Okay, that's a solid pick for a Super
That's
Speedway.
a solid pick, man.
Yeah.
Man, this Jack Wall's pulling out that pole there. Think I'm gonna go with Jack.
Yeah.
Yep,
Pick the pole sitter.
pick the pole sitter. All right, here we go. Going around for the first of
Well,
the
you got
pit
a lot of
cycle.
guys starting in the back on purpose, didn't even qualify, and they fine with that. So we'll see how that works.
Yep, I mean that was always my my strategy. Start in the back if I could. If I didn't qualify up front, then I would want to start in the back.
Yeah.
You know, I'm assuming that they should end up. The plan is nobody's going to really try anything this first run, and you know, hopefully just run nice and clean, and then end up, seeing who gets the best pit stops and what kind of strategy they're going to run with 60 lap race. You know, can they make it 30 laps? I don't know. So otherwise you're probably looking at 20, 40, 60 fuel wise, but tires you can go a long way. So you may not even have to change tires in this tire race, or maybe, you know, change right sides first and maybe left second, because that's the same amount of time. You won't lose any time getting fuel.
I think it's about 23 laps is what I was told. So give or take a lap or two. I think that's what we'll see.
Yeah. I could tell some guys are saving some fuel already, or trying to. We got a little dust up in the.
Not good. They're already crashing in the back before the start.
Yeah.
What the heck's going on back there?
Oh, that's not good.
Come on, guys, get lined up. Pace car is off.
There's the green.
In line, let those tires warm up. Just plate racing. It's like the 7 with that familiar 7-Up paint job from back in the day also. Him and Danny Falcon going retro
Yeah.
with their paint.
Let's see, isn't he? Looks like to me the 92 is dropping back. I think that's on purpose. He looks like it to be. He just kind of pulled out of line.
Yeah, he doesn't, probably just wants to get in and find a spot. Didn't want to be up there in front to start out. That's not a familiar position for him, so that could be a little intimidating. Maybe he just didn't expect to qualify that good, I guess.
Yeah. That's happened to me. Like,
Yeah, I would be thinking the same thing for myself too.
yeah.
Oh boy, it's a huge run by the 27 moving up there, and a nice pass into that. And the 92 way up high against the wall, might have scraped the wall. everybody a full song now.
Yeah.
Little bumping and drafting. Just got to be careful when you hit somebody. Can't hit them in the corner. It's pretty obvious. But you know, sometimes it happens, and that's when you have the big one. We've seen the big one a couple times for the real guys this weekend, bumping on the straightaway.
Yeah.
And just,
Yeah.
you know, hitting the car wrong and getting it sideways, and then all hell breaks loose. Bird to the lead there.
Yeah.
Now
briefly,
Wisman.
Yeah.
They're
he
kind of
got-
juggling it up there.
Yeah, with these Xfinity cars, you get such a run. When you're out front, you'll get pushed way out front, and then the guys behind you just get another run on you. And in this early, you don't really want to block. I imagine later in the race, Justin probably would have moved down, but you know, this early in the race, you're just kind of cruising and being a little conservative, just kind of racing, which looks like they're doing.
Steve Rex just settled in nicely there in that Cheddar Chevrolet. Get some scratch chicken, scratch kitchen. You know, 62, a Reap rocking some soda there, sugarless. Sevilla. You know, they all just kind of look like they're driving around, but you get an in-car boy, you know, and they can't see much, and they all over the place.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
can get some in-car going here. Let's see here. Maybe. There we go. I'll ride along here with Shane Wisman for a minute. Justin Bird working the outside there. He got some help there behind him.
Real loud for sure in there. Couldn't hear myself think even. Not much view there, and you know, you can see the twitchiness of how that air is affecting these cars and how close they really are. You can kind of see the 13 side drafting up front there with Jack Walls. Oh boy, 45 almost might have been into the wall there.
Oh, we gotta.
Oh, and we got a wreck in the back.
Yep. What's that?
So our first caution here. Trying to find out who it was here. Looks like Danny Falcon may have been involved. Ops was in it. Ops may have just went straight to the pits. Yep, sure did. Danny Falcon's still able to drive his car, so he'll, I guess, make his way to the pits now. Get that replay pulled up here real quick for you, because I didn't catch it. I was riding along with somebody in car.
Yeah, I got it. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. On the left is the replay. Right is live.
Yeah, we're with Danny. It looks like the 45 hit the wall, and yeah, he just
Ooh. I mean
was
that.
inside.
Yeah, could have.
Oh.
So that wasn't too bad. I mean, Danny's gonna have some. He's gonna have some damage. Pops, I think, got the worst of it. He just straight up plowed the inside wall there.
Yeah, we'll get Pops' view here.
Yeah, let's see what he's looking like.
Here, we'll get this in car.
Well, I hate to see a driver wreck, but ooh,
Yeah, you can't. He didn't even know. Like,
it wasn't that hard. I thought it was worse, but
yeah,
it was only, I think, 2 cars there, so it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Danny was worried about the 45, so he actually he kind of creeped in front of uh, Brent Meckes in the 66, and then Meckes came in on Pops, and that kind of created a Meckes sandwich there with really nowhere for those guys to go, and so Meckes turned Danny Falcon there, and so maybe he thought he was clear a little bit, but definitely probably Danny just um, misjudging that little and worrying about the 45 after he hit the wall and ended
Yeah.
up kind of cruising in front of Brent there in the 66. That's what I saw.
I did notice that Jeff Hale had some damage on his car prior to that, so I wonder if that dust up during the right before the green flag, if he got some damage. He had some back damage. Yeah, he definitely has some rear damage.
Like they worked on the 66 a little bit, but no problem, and he's outgoing. We'll have to see how that car is after.
Yeah, Jeff Hale just got worked on too.
I think they've just released Pops from the in-care center. I know Sean Reep's going to love that. Pops, you got a copy there.
I have no idea what just happened.
Yeah, I think it kind of looked like Danny came it down on the 66 trying to avoid the 45, and then they took you out. It's kind of what I saw.
Well, they took me out all right.
That's racing. But you got the hard lick into the wall there. Bummer.
Nothing I could do.
Yeah, absolutely not. Tough, man. Must have been kind of cool, though. A lot of old names from the past out there. Unfortunately, I think you and Danny got a little closer than you probably wanted, right? But oh well.
Yeah, that's the name of the game in super speedways sometimes, and this car is moving around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the in-car looks like that way.
It straight up bounces through the tri-oval. So that's making things interesting through there when we're 2 and 3 wide.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, I think I saw some 3 wide going on out there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, not any that I was in, but I'm sure. And I saw Pops shoot to the inside in my rear view there. Got me on the outside line. Alright, let's re-rack this thing and get some more green in.
Yep, let's see what happens. Luckily...
Only lap 10 here, so, I mean, I imagine most guys just not even think about tires. Unless the car's spinning there, just topping off with fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, so that probably means you can, with caution laps here, trying to save it, you maybe could. I mean, you definitely have like 2 more stops, but you can maybe stretch it. I don't know if you can make it on 1 more stop. That's probably too much.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little difficult, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Pops, you happen to know what your fuel gauge was saying about how far you thought you could go on the tank?
I didn't look, but I'm assuming 24, 25.
Right on, yeah. So that's good insight there from fresh out the car. That means, just like you said, guys, it's possible. So you got to figure some of these guys that maybe aren't trying to have too much pace might be thinking more along the lines of trying to make that strategy work.
Yeah, so we're definitely looking at least one more one more stop here.
Yep.
All right, pace cars ducking off.
Yeah, we got. No. Looked like another guy was coming to pit, but no. There's the green.
All right, let's try again here, see what happens. Cars lagging behind there. I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, you'll get a run. Unless your car is severely damaged, they'll catch right back up. We got 3 wide for second.
Ah, interesting.
Maybe first.
Yeah, the 6 car goes right out there and tries to make a move, but stalls with no help,
Yeah.
and he'll go backwards, like he just got disinvited from a date.
Yeah.
And he's going to want to see if he can edge in there at some point, and he does in front of the 28. But the 28's had to back off a little there. Nice, you know, still early, and I think 28's where he wants to be, so around the 29 also. So,
Yeah.
you know, Rex lost a little bit of track position there in that deal, and see how that works out for these guys. Just interesting to watch the 7 car there of Sean Sheaves, one of our original members in NASCAR 2003 in the year 2003. So that's a long time ago. And he's always been a great plate racer. And he looks really smooth and calm and, you know, like riding a bike. So we'll see, you know, when he tries to make some moves here, or maybe he has to make a pit stop, as all of the 13 of Birds in the sucker hole right there.
Yeah, he is.
They call that middle, but he gets picked up by the 27, and now that 3rd lane, is that going to build?
It might. 6 out there. I was wondering when that 3rd lane would build. I thought maybe it'd be later, but we'll see. Oh.
Well, back in the day, we used to wonder if 2 lanes would even build, because just the physics of other sims didn't allow that outside lane to run as good unless you had superior numbers. Now it's a little more realistic, and handling has something to do it, as you know, a lot more, as you heard Sean Reep talk about. The car's a handful.
Getting a little dicey up top here.
Yeah, the top lane looks a little dicey. That 27 car seems to be moving a lot. But we got the 03 Michael Greenwood up here. He actually just got he wasn't able to race last week or the weekend before because his PC died, but now he's got a new PC, so he's all good now.
Okay, how amazing! I couldn't actually see the cars towards the back, so I clicked a couple things and now I can. So that's
Okay.
pretty awesome. iRacing is the bomb. So let's see what Danny Falcon back there still. See if he had damage there, or just maybe had a little, you know, leader holes in his pants there. We'll see.
Yeah.
He's still keeping up, so maybe the damage wasn't so bad, or they were able to fix most of it.
And obviously, seeing Matt Watkins in the rear with the gear is definitely strategic. As just like Sean Reep said earlier, You know, some guys like to do it one way, some like to do it other, and he'll do it both ways. But this time, as we got 3 wide there, getting busy up here.
Yeah, they are really close in that turn. Yeah, I would be in the back with Matt. That's where I'm most comfortable.
Yeah, Matt sees the writing on the wall here. Things are looking a little unsteady.
I think so.
Yeah, they're getting.
Oh,
that.
here we
I
go.
like it. And
Oh,
Guptill got hit from the rear
Oh.
sideways, and they're crashing right on cue.
Yeah.
Backwards. Oh man, that was crazy. We got lots to look at there. The 27 got
There's no
Ethan
yellow yet.
Guptill got
Interesting.
got hit in
Yeah.
the rear, got sideways, and saved it, but you know he chucked up the field, and then they all start running into each other. It looked like.
Wow, that's very interesting. iRacing did not throw the yellow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely confused by that one. That's certainly going to change things here.
Guess they felt that was all the cars got going there, so no harm, no foul, no cars parked on the track.
Yeah, it didn't look terrible. I mean, there was no cars flipping and parts flying everywhere, but
Well,
it was
that completely
still worthy of a caution,
changes
though.
this race, that's for sure.
Yeah, it does.
Everything is, you know, you got your top 6 up there, and then the lucky ones. As this lap is sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you.
Yeah, if you want to go
There's
ahead,
your
I could show the replay.
Yep, we can take a look at it here.
All right.
And as we go wide here, Bird takes a look. He's trying to get some help. Now all of a sudden, this changes everything because there's not a lot of bodies to make a inside lane, outside lane, and all these guys are not cooperating. They all want the lead at the same time. So you got 6 cars and they're 3 wide.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
Just
interesting.
yeah, it looked like the.
I mean, that could have been a lot worse from what I'm looking at here. The top guy coming down.
Yeah, definitely the. $27, yeah.
Yeah,
They even lose a hood, and I mean he comes down, but
Wow.
yeah, he
Parts
keeps
on
going.
the track, and yeah, 27 is disconnected. I think the Brent Meckes is gone. It's like several cars have called it a day.
Well,
Bummer.
it's especially tough whenever you have that kind of damage and no caution. Like, you know, you.
Yeah, it's
I
real
mean,
frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, what are you
know
going to do?
you're going to
you know?
lose a lap, and it's really hard to get caught up because then the odds of a caution are very low.
Yeah, the 6 got maybe the worst of it. He
Yeah, and
lost
he was
the
just,
hood.
you know, chilling, but sometimes you can just be chilling. It doesn't matter. You hit.
Yeah.
It just went from bad to worse for the 6 with just losing that track position on that pit stop, which wasn't that big of a deal. He's probably, you know, just thinking more along the lines of maybe getting more fuel in it. But yeah, that car has severe damage.
And now you got like a pack in the front.
I think that was
Second pack.
Greenwood that got into the back of the 27.
Yeah.
But the 27 was kind of coming down, hard to see, you know.
Yeah, I think that's just a racing deal. Like,
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
And then that just shot them, and then they all just piled in there. Jeff Hale, just really bad. You see the 7 slow way down, but so of Sean Sheaves, but he lost a lot of track position there, but no damage. Several other cars too. Their cars are fine towards the back, but including Matt Watkins. So they're going to need a caution.
Yeah, they're about 8 seconds behind this first pack.
So, and what they need to do is try to get in line. But now these leaders have gotten smarter. They said, all right, wait a minute. Let's have a think on this. As they lost one of their cars. No, my bad. I'm looking at the wrong group. My bad. So this is this is the group led by Greenwood, and then several other cars there in a group by themselves. And there's a I take it. My bad. That's T.G. Reese, and then 28, and Matt Watkins, and Jeff Hale, and Greenwood.
Yeah.
So we lost a lot of cars right there. That's Talladega, man. That's the big one right there.
Yep. Sure is.
My dad actually won a race here, but it was an IMSA race, so it was a road course, like a Roval back in the day. But yeah, no stock car stuff. Still, that was a real cool win back in 1974. You can look it up.
Sweet. They still have that road course there, or is it
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they just use it for like fun, or if they really if they use it every now and then. I don't know. Just love that paint job, Alborn Theory of Jeff Hale there.
Well, now these leaders are getting 3 wide again up here. I think they would learn.
Yeah, and that group behind just needs, as more cars have caught up now with that, messing around, has brought other cars into the stage here, like the 26 of John Brancasio in the 26. He's come up. He's kind of been riding back behind there before. He's gotten in this group.
Yeah, there.
And he is there. This, Sean Reap, he's obviously done a lot in this league and in NASCAR 2003, and he has patiently put the work in with this simulation. And, he was a guy that always drove out of the cockpit. So, that's something he's had to figure out, and
Yeah.
I think he's getting it figured out.
Yeah.
He's in the lead right now. We know he's got the, he's a historian of racing. He's got the brains of racing. Everything there is you need, and now he's getting that coordination lined up. As the 8 takes the lead now.
Earl Seams. He must be with Jason and
Yeah, I think that might be a father-son duo there, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't there another Seams? I thought there was 3. Maybe I'm wrong.
There is is, but I can't think of his name.
It's like that leaders are catching Jameson here. He pulls down to the apron, which is probably the respectable thing to do because he probably has some damage. He did hit the wall on that. So
Yeah, it's always the best move to make, if you're coming up or be in the lap car. Just pull off, let the leaders pass, and don't try to get in the mix.
yeah. What are we thinking? They're gonna pit here in 5 laps, maybe?
Yeah, they're probably pretty close. If I had to guess, around lap 10, I think we had that caution. So they're coming up on it.
Yeah, so it'll be coming up on about 20 laps. So as they went back with like 10 down, so coming up on lap 30.
Yeah, come up on halfway here shortly.
Now, you have to see if some of these guys have run before, if they're teammates, or some of the names I don't know. Maybe they're, in cahoots trying to do this together. These plate races I've won, it's always been because I had a teammate to help me out, or a buddy. Can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, and you never really know who's working together out there. I'm not really up on
These guys-
who's on teams nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're trying to work that, get down to that bottom. So that group on the bottom is probably who's going to want to pit first. The group on top is probably going to want to go one more lap. And they don't pit.
Tell you what, they have definitely slowed down a little bit because Andrew Elliott he was way back there and got a heck of a run and really caught them really fast. I don't know if they're trying to stretch it, what they're doing. I mean, the second pack that's led by Tyler and TJ, or TG, not
They got to
TJ.
be stopping pretty quick here because they're really bottom feeding here.
Yeah.
Nobody's wanting to make no moves here right now.
I think that second pack is coming in this lap.
Now, if you can make it to 35, then you got a chance to make it because you will have gone 25 laps.
Yeah.
And that means you have a chance to do it again. So, can these guys make it? If not, then, you're going to have an interesting scenario at the end of this thing. Now, Jeff Hale is on the scanner saying he's pitting.
Leaders do not hit.
So
let's see.
And these guys in the back that have lost the draft, can they save enough fuel?
Jeff Hale's coming in.
you know,
He's
the
the only
26
one.
Broncosio and several of these guys are in the perfect spot because they're riding behind, so they're using that draft and able to lift. The guys up front, like Sean Reed, they might be using a little more fuel. Can they make it? Reap don't miss much. In fact, he don't miss anything, so he can do the math. He's kind of smart.
I think some of the leaders are coming in. Time. Yeah, here they come.
Here they come.
All right, let's see if they can keep it together.
Locking them up.
Oh,
4 wide down. The 45
oh.
misses the commitment cone. That's going to be busted.
Yeah,
He kind of had no choice, though. He had nowhere to go.
yeah.
Down pit road, they don't really have to worry too much about getting their stalls in iRacing. You get a little bit of a break, not quite as hard as for real, but
22.
still, those entries
And
and
the
exits are
26.
real.
The 26 missed his pit by 10,
Fuel,
20.
no tires. Fuel for the 23. The Delaware University car is leaving pit road. Jack Walls gets passed by the 18. So an extraordinary pit stop for the 18. Did they take less fuel? I mean, I don't understand how they could have. They just beat him. We'll have to see if he did that in the legal, NASCAR knows. So great stuff for Craig Stukas. And once again, Mama, here comes that guy. Don't talk about him. Don't talk about him. And then now that it's money time, here he come.
Yeah. Yeah, the 26, I'm not sure what happened, but completely missed his pit, and I think that either got DQ'd or DQ'd himself. I'm not sure, but he went backwards in the pits for a while.
Now, somebody going down slow down there. That's the 34 of Wisman.
Did he run
I think
out?
that's Wisman. Just leaving pit road, maybe. These guys will catch them. They're within.
Well, it's also worth mentioning that Craig Stuka is almost a lap down with Jack right behind him.
So he's on the tail end. Okay.
Yeah. So that could be the
So
reason.
he needs a caution. Yeah, they're showing him P15. Yeah, 10-4.
Am I supposed to be in here? I got disqualified.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
John,
of course.
John, what's up, man? Yeah, tough luck. You had a great race going there. We were wondering.
Yeah, I had a
You
little.
got disqualified? How'd that happen?
I was backing up in the pits. I blew by my pits. I got into it with the other car, so I think it was. I'm not even sure what number it was. But
Dang.
Yeah, you can't go backwards on pit road.
yeah, I went backwards. I got disqualified, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, good run, man. Good to see you out here. Hope we see you in the future.
Yeah, I usually run Wednesdays. Sunday nights, the late models.
Right on.
But a bunch of the other guys run in here, and
So yeah, well,
they
you're
said,
welcome.
"Oh, come on over with us." So
Yeah, you're welcome here anytime.
nah, thanks.
Yeah, so you were, you guys looked like you were on pace for fuel. Obviously, no tires, just gas and go.
Yeah, just a little mishap in the pits. It happens. Probably on me, so whatever. It's all good. It's fun. We'll just hit reset and start again next week.
And forward.
All right, have a good one.
Yep.
See ya,
You
buddy.
too.
Straight up 4 cars here, 3 cars for the lead. Really, what happened to the rest of these guys? Really, in the weeds.
Yeah, and they're way behind.
That second group of 4th, 5th, 16th, and 6th, because Pearson's over a lap down. So but that group hooking together, trying to do something to get some kind of draft on these guys. They got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Justin Bird kind of moves out the way there, and not sure what they got going there. These races are always hard. Once you get out of the draft, you're just kind of driving around. If you're not in that lead chance to win area, it's a bummer, you know.
We got Earl in 7th, and he's got a pack of cars coming behind him, so they'll hook up with him, and maybe they can catch some of the. Maybe they can catch Shane and Justin.
Yeah, in true super speedway fashion, we've separated into two groups here.
Yeah.
If that second group works together, I mean, they're pretty far behind. I don't know that they could catch up. It'd be kind of tough.
Yeah, you just kind of got to hope that this group will catch that second group, and then if they can catch that second group, then they can catch the first group if they have enough time, because they will definitely have the numbers and the pace.
Yeah.
Oh, the first group has some extra help there with Craig Stuka being a lap car, but he's just hanging out there in front of Jack right now. And they're probably going to catch some more cars here soon to add to the mix.
Yeah, and that's really what you want. That's really the only thing you can do now is try to stay focused and stay in line to catch those guys, but they got a long way to go.
This second pack is going to catch Shane and Justin and Andrew pretty fast. They're within a lap with all these cars have already, almost taken out 2 seconds. They're eating about a second and a half a lap.
Yeah, their only hope right now that second pack is for a caution, which if I had to bet, I would say the odds are pretty low of that happening at this point, with these cars being separated, and yeah, it's just not like it was when we first started running 3 wide, 15 cars grouped up together, so chances are pretty slim.
Yeah, there's another group behind, but they're all damaged behind the 7 of Sean Sheaves. And it's a shame for Sean because he didn't have any contact. He was just far enough back there where he was being real careful to avoid the wreck and, was expecting that caution to come out. So, and that still mystifies me why the caution didn't come out. NASCAR, they must have got some, some mountain booze there or something. Some moonshine, because they done fell asleep in the booth there.
They were asleep or passed out, one of the two.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Bernie, Barney, whatever, you gotta whip that flag, son.
Some moves happening here in the second pack. It's actually getting pretty interesting.
They caught him. Yeah, they're 26 seconds behind. I don't know if they can catch him. It's not what they're doing now.
They're probably just racing at this point.
Yeah.
So now the third group caught the second group, and so now they're one chain, and the first group is kind of battling a little bit. Now, do they have enough time left to catch as these laps tick down? Lap 43 of 60. Still got some time left here.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, now that you got Jack leading with like Sean. Oh, Greg is blinking.
Yeah, I think Craig was too there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Craig, not Craig.
Yeah.
Craig.
I was like, is there a Greg out there? I don't know.
Yeah. And I wonder if, I mean, they're going to have to all pit one more time, right? I mean, you got to, are they saving enough or?
That's a good question. I think it'll be, around lap 35?
Yeah, so I think they can make it. They'll be running out on fumes, but it's going to be right down to the wire because last time they pit at 25 laps. And this run, they got to make 25. So especially with the 23 up there, you got to wonder.
Yeah, Jack pitted on lap 33.
He's going to have enough fuel.
So did Sean.
Because he's got to be using more fuel out front there than.
Yeah.
And Reap is right where he wants, and he's doing right what he wants to do, and so is the 16. So those are the three cars right now. These other guys are, hoping to get a lap back, but they're running and but they're also trying to help out these leaders move forward. And that's going to make it harder for that second group to catch, but
yeah, I mean they've taken like 4.5 seconds off, so but they have what, 13 laps left. Can they? Unless the leaders start going half throttle around the whole track. Maybe.
Yeah, they start racing hard. As long as these guys stay in line like they have been, they got a shot.
Yeah.
But it's a ways to go. You don't even see them in the picture, so.
Yeah.
Checking back in here with the first group. That looks like Jack Wall's still got the lead.
Yeah, he does. And Jack and Sean have kind of been staying back a little bit. I definitely think that Jack and Sean are definitely trying to, save as much gas as they can, just in case. But
If you got a chance, though, these guys are doing what they need to do. I mean, Tyler Bailey is right up there, perfect, pushing the 29 without touching him, just giving him that, that extra draft by being right up on his deck lid there.
Yeah. They are
And that's
running
not
out of
easy
laps.
to do.
Yeah.
Well, Jack's going to try to make his way past this lap traffic here, it looks like.
Yeah.
If he can somehow put that lap traffic between him and the cars behind him, that might be a good move. Kind of a bold move, but let's see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Well, he knows that car in front of him, Craig Stuka, he knows he can hold a consistent line, and he could probably get a good draft off him, maybe pull him up front. So that's a good driver to do it with. I think people always hated following me on super speedways because I was just so twitchy in the turns. I couldn't quite ever get it dialed in like some of these guys can.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Sean and Jack McKee are kind of staying back there, but
Yeah.
there goes Jack Walls, just
pulled
kind
it
of
off. Yeah.
out front.
So now those other guys, Jack McKee and Sean Reap, they have to find a way to make it past those cars if they want to make a run for it.
Yeah, I think it's just a little too late for that second pack. So here it is. I think Reap wants to be right where he's at here with 10 to go. When does he try to make a move? Those cars on the outside are damaged. The 03 is.
Yeah.
The 7 looked good. I didn't see him hit anything. So, Reap is kind of falling back there. I wonder if he's trying to save fuel a little bit. If it's got to be really close on fuel. Nine to go. About to get jiggy up in here. What Reed wants to see is the 16 make a move here, and then he'll follow.
Yeah, they're the second pack is about a second faster a lap. But yeah, they
got the 45 and the 7 there, and they're really, it's really, are they gonna get out of the way? Even if they wanted to, they really can't. Hold their place. The 3 and the 18 are kind of stalling out things. You almost got to make a move and bull your way up into that second lane, and that's what they're getting ready to do. I think Sean Shees wants no part of this, and is going to go back out like the veteran sportsman gentleman he's always been for 20 some odd years. He understands that he wants no business in this business, and that's what I expected him to do. And leave it up to these guys. Let them duke it out. As usual, great sportsmanship move. Gotta see what these other guys are gonna do here. Now this is, if I'm at the 23, I'm a little nervous here because I got a damaged car in front of me. Seems like the 03 is fast as long as he's got somebody to draft with.
Yeah.
But you got to watch these guys, and then you also got to watch and see if they're going to watch your mirror and see if they're going to pop out on you. Is the 45 going to help the 16 and move out? Because if the 45 goes high, the 16 needs to go with him, and so does the rest of them.
Yeah.
Chiefs don't really have a horse in the race here, but knowing him, he's kind of looking and showing. What he's doing is he's showing, saying, if somebody pulls out, I will help you draft. Because that I can do.
Yeah.
Without wrecking you, being in the way. And that's what I would do too. It's like, you know what? You don't want to just pull over, you know. I mean, you're racing, so you can help a brother get a win, maybe, you know. This is when your heart starts thumping. They're really getting close up there front. The last thing you want to do is wipe out these leaders. Oh man! But what do? You can't pull over either, or can you?
Yeah.
I think if I'm the 03 here, it's time to get out of this mess. I think it's time to pull out to the outside and let these guys go by. I really do, and that's exactly what he looks like he's doing. Very nice.
Well, we've got a second pack hitting. At least 2 of them.
Oh wow.
They didn't make it on fuel. Are these guys going to make it on fuel? Are these guys going to come down to the wire and everybody run out of gas?
Yeah, you might see some cars falling out here just because they're out of
Ooh,
juice.
nearly.
I don't see any.
I think the 23, this worked out really good with him having Stuka, like you guys were saying earlier, Stukas get in front of him so he could lift and let the 18 use his gas and keep his foot to the floor.
Trying to see if I can hear Jack letting off the gas here, but I don't think he's. I think he's just pedal to the floor.
Yeah, we got the 8 pitting, 33 pitting.
Well, that
Yeah,
you know,
Andrew
so
Elliott.
if everybody
Yeah.
runs out of gas, they could win this thing. If not, then you know, it is what it is. I think, you know, having to catch up always uses more fuel. Even when you think you went the same distance, it just doesn't work that way. Everything
I
goes
think
smoother. He's
Craig's
got the
getting ready to
28
pit.
there now, back on the track after a stop.
Well, I think
This
Mike
is just
Green
getting
was
more
the-
dicey as we go. Will they have enough fuel? Are they going to have to stop? Slap 57 coming on 58
Leader's
of
in.
60.
Yep.
And the
Leader's
leader
in.
is going down pit road.
He's got to duck off. I think.
And these other guys are going down
they're gonna
too.
follow.
So can Sean Reap make it go? Is he going to wait one more time and hope these guys crash and bring out the yellow?
If anybody
Well,
can do it, Sean can.
I think they're asleep up there in the booth. So, wait, ripping that flag. So, first
Don't
and
know,
second
saving
place, Jack McGee
4
coming up
laps?
on 59.
That's a lot.
Coming up on 2 to go. Halfway down. Are they going to run out of fuel? What are they going to do?
Let's see what Sean's doing here. I can't.
45's in the same fuel boat. Is he going to have to stop?
He's pitting. 62 is going to pit. He has to
Sean
pit.
Reap's got a pit. He just can't make
there,
it.
there
Yeah.
he goes.
And the 16 is going to go for it.
Going in
The
hot.
16 is.
He's going to go for it for the win. 2 to go. That's a long way.
Oh boy.
That's
2 to
3
go.
3 to go.
59, 60. That's 2 to go.
Well, no, they're at 58.
Now they're on 59 now.
Oh, I'm on the wrong.
Yeah.
I'm on the
They're
wrong
on lap
guy. That's why.
59 right now.
Yeah.
2
you're
to
right.
go. So you'll be getting the white flag next time.
Yeah, you will.
Does he have enough gas?
Yeah,
If he runs out, can he make it close to cross? Nobody's
Yeah.
even close for position.
he's about
So
20
all he's
seconds.
got to do is,
20 seconds behind, but he's falling out. He's falling out.
and that will be the white
Ah,
flag.
he's hitting the pits.
And he's
hitting
got
the
a
pits.
pit.
Oh no.
So we got to watch this stop. The 16 down pit road. Can he outbeat these guys? Those guys have had the draft here. Let's see if we can pick up somebody like maybe Reap.
Oh,
Let's see if we can get a little taste of gas. there and
Watkins
just
still
take
out
off.
there. Is Watkins not?
No, Shane and Watkins.
Watkins is P3 now. He
Mm-hmm.
did not stop. Like he does. He's in P2 now. These guys are staying out. The race for the win is no longer them. It's the guys in the wings. It's Shane Wisman and it's Matt Watkins for the win.
Yeah.
Do they have enough gas?
I
It's
don't
been with the
know.
92. They're drafted from him. Watkins is taking a look. The 45's out of gas on the back straight.
Oh,
And it's Westman, and he
yeah,
gets
Westman, he got a little contact there. It's going to come down to him and Watkins here.
It's Watkins.
See.
That guy saves fuel. Are you kidding me?
But
Did
he
they have enough
can't.
fuel? Did they have that? Here comes it.
He's going to go on the
This is
outside.
a triangle, so they got to go all the way through. They're side by side.
Look at
Watkins
he's right
in
there.
the lead. It's side by side. It's Westman.
Oh,
He
he
had
pulls
gas.
it off.
I think it's Westman at the line.
Oh,
He did it.
yep. Sure
I
enough.
think Watkins ran out of gas.
He
Yeah.
definitely fell off hard there. Wow.
Yeah.
Watkins was going for it, and then all of a sudden he petered out.
Oh my gosh. He needed just an extra.
Welcome
Drop.
to FSB Racing. Jim Ray in the chat there. Watkins, are you kidding me? No, you're not, because we know this guy, the winningest racer in the history of FSB, doesn't get it done this time, though. He gets second place. And your winner is Shane Westman, and what a fantastic run. Unbelievable race. That's one of the best shows ever. Yeah, I agree.
There's Sean
Fantastic.
giving a little push there.
Better get him to the winner's circle.
Yeah.
Reap always the wanting to help there, you know, even though he's pushing the Toyota, but that's a fellow admin, and you know, the admin for this series, and he wins it.
Maybe the car
And the
behind him
nine's gonna
there
push
going
them
in
too
there.
now.
Yeah, if you ride with Watkins, he sputters like that last 200 yards. As he passes Westman, then you hear his car going "Bid-it-it-bid-it," like the RPMs are sputtering.
You could
Yeah.
just see it fall on his face, because it was like, was Westman running out too, because he started dying. They both are out. I mean,
Well, not going to be much of a celebration here. He's going to just park it on the track somewhere.
No gas for the
burnouts.
burnout.
No burnout, but very well deserved.
Oh
victory
yeah,
here.
Westman also was running out.
yes, he had to be. It looked like it.
Yeah, they both were sputtering in the tri-oval. That's crazy.
Yeah, because nobody else wanted to try that. They knew they couldn't make it, and these guys stayed in the back and weren't concerned with they were in that second pack, but they were also towards the back of the second pack, really saving fuel.
Yeah.
So they knew this was their strategy to win from the beginning, and they pulled it off.
Yeah, they went from lap 34 to the end. Wow.
What a race. All right, now it's time to round up our podium finishers here. Still waiting on them to come down in here. Who do we got? Looks like we got Shane, Matt, Sean that owe us an interview.
Oh man, you look at the Jeff, TJ, and Andrew Elliott all within thousands of each other. I don't know how they finished. I didn't look at it, but
Yeah,
it must have been 3 wide.
we should have got 2 screens going there.
Yeah, for the
But
4th, 5th, and 6th,
yeah,
or 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah, unbelievable. Hard to even keep up with it. I couldn't believe it until I was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. There's Watkins Wow, he's in second. What?
Wild.
They didn't
wild
pit.
finish. Really wild, but looks like we got some guys making their way in here now. John Reap's in here with us. Sean, man, came down the fuel as super speedways tend to do around here. Were you trying to make it work there at the end?
I
were you
was
trying to stretch it.
I was about half a lap short. It just was not going to work, and I realized late too that it was a situation where we might be able to do that. So I saved a ton. I saved like 3 laps after I'd already run about 6 before I realized what was going on, and it was just not enough. So I had to pit, with 2 to go there, and just a little splash of gas, splash and go, and I thought, man, that's for sure I'm going to lose my top 3 here, and sure enough, cars just start pitting left and right. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I have a chance of actually stealing this one because I took less fuel on this little stop and go here, and I was out in the lead, and sure enough, doesn't it figure, Matkins and Wisman had the math
Not so fast,
done.
my friend.
Those 2 had done the math. I should have known better, but all in all, a good run out there. Got a little dicey a couple times there. There was a 3-wide situation where I was up top. I got a little squirrely on a bump. I don't know how we didn't all wreck, but I think that was a wake-up call. We all fell in line, worked together until the pit stop after that one. And then when I came out of the pits at the end, there was traffic catching up. It was 4th position, and I moved to the middle, and looks like they wrecked going around. Sorry about that. If I have to look at that again, see if that was mine. But I was just trying to make them pick high or low around me. But super speedway stuff, it's a good run regardless. And congrats again, of course, to Matt and of course Shane and everybody on a great race.
Yeah, I thought you guys had done 25 before that, from lap 10 to lap 35. So, but I think that was actually 24 laps. So yeah.
I pitted on 33. I pitted on lap 33. Came out on 34.
I knew it was going to be close, but yeah. Good job, man.
Yeah, overall good.
Thanks. Good fun out there.
Man.
I heard you guys had a good broadcast. I'll be looking forward to checking that out later.
Yeah, definitely. We got we all got real excited there at the end, so as you can imagine. Yeah, but awesome race, man. Matt, same thing. It came down the fuel. I think you stayed out, and we thought you had a good run there on Shane towards the end, but then things started sputtering, and it didn't really pan out. But you were very close. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's about the hardest race I've ever driven without actually racing. There was a wreck in the race, and I slowed. Had no idea there wasn't a caution, and then so I was like 15 seconds off the lead. So I was like, man, I think my race is kind of done. So I'll just maybe I'll get a top 10 here, and then I'm still telling Shane, I was like, man, we can probably do this on one stop. It's pretty close. So I was saving like crazy, and then he was way ahead of me from that. We got gap from that wreck, and he got about 2 or 3 laps to like really save. Then I caught him in his pack, and then we all tried to save. And it was very difficult to save and not lose the pack, because if we lost the pack, fuel would plummeted. So we were trying so hard to save and not lose the pack. And then the last lap, I was like, well, I got to go for it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out, but I got to go for it. So I pulled to the outside of him, out the driveway there. But as soon as I pulled the outside, I started sputtering. So it looked promising for like 1 second in the race, and then I ran out of fuel. So, but no, really good job by Shane to save fuel there. I did not think that strategy was going to be a 1-2 finish, to say the least. So I am beyond happy with that. That was fun.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we were getting super excited up here in the booth as soon as you whipped to the outside. But then, of course, that was we realized very quickly what was happening.
Yeah,
whenever you fell
you could
behind.
just see it drop, and then you could see Shane's car drop, and it was like they're both running out of gas.
I know. I had such a good run, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be a drag race. And literally, as soon as I pull out, my motor starts dying. Then he says his motor starts dying, and then we're kind of just putting across the line. But no, that was good teamwork, and yeah, we'll take that 1-2 finish all day. That was cool.
Yeah, that was good stuff. But no, it was interesting about that wreck that happened where a caution didn't come out. I mean, there were cars all over the track. I'm not sure. Our assumption,
hoods,
our
hoods
assumption.
flying. I mean, I think Barney was up there having some moonshine or something.
Yeah,
he dropped the flag for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say that was our assumption that somebody was drinking, and the flagger was possibly intoxicated. But no, that certainly changed the dynamic of the whole race, because everybody got separated into 2 or 3 packs. But
yeah, I was slowing for the wreck, and I started talking to Shane as if we were under caution. And he casually says, "Oh, we're still green." And then I was like, "Oh," and I just slammed the gas and start weaving through cars, basically. That was, I don't know. I guess they half spun and then got to the apron, and then I don't know. The game just.
Yeah, because I saw other guys. You weren't the only ones. I saw other guys slow just because they were like, well, this is going to be a caution, so, I'm not even going to take a chance. And then it was like, oh snap, man, now I got to get on the gas. It wasn't like they were expecting it.
Yeah, I was up near the front of the pack on that, and like the entire field disappeared from my mirror, so I thought it was a much bigger wreck than it was. But now I know it's that everybody checked up for it, expected the caution.
yeah, that was definitely part
it's
of it.
Perfect storm.
Yep, no doubt. Well, good race, man. Good to see you out there. I know you were just coming off a win at Vegas. You were looking to get another one, but just like Sean said, that's super speedway racing. You never know how it's going to shake out. But
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take second all day long there. So yeah.
yeah, for sure. James, I mean, same thing. Obviously, you managed to save slightly more gas, I guess, than Matt did. Clutching it or letting off, whatever you were doing. But yeah, awesome win. I assume that's what you were doing there, just maybe trying to stay in the draft and clutching it there to save to the end.
Yeah, I appreciate Matt pointing out that it's possibly to make it, and so that first stint was just all about like testing to see how fast I could go at 80% throttle, whether or not I could clutch it. Was just trying to get a feel for what mileage was going to be during that entire first stint, and I was getting maybe 25.5 laps on a stint, and we needed to go 26 at the end to make it work. So I didn't think, it was a long shot, but there's after that last pit stop there, just kind of tucked in behind Justin, and our pace slowed a little bit. Then the concern becomes, well, if these guys decide that they can't make it and they just start driving away from us, now we got to cut our own hole in the air, and then we're out of luck. Even we were debating on what's going to happen when everyone else pits and we have to drive around this track without the draft, how close it's going to be. And luckily Kevin was out there, and we caught him, and he kind of alleviated that concern for us of being out of the draft and having to make it around the track one more time with the field that we had on board. But no, appreciate you guys and Matt for the strategy, and I've never drove around a track with one hand on the wheel more in my life, just strategizing. So
yeah,
man, I don't know what the other hand was doing.
I was wondering if Kevin Mays ran out of gas too, because you guys were following him, and then all of a sudden you got in the back of him a little bit, and I thought he ended up going. He had a nice save there. You almost brought out the caution there.
He did. I was anticipating it. Like I said, I'm gonna follow him, but my concern is like he's gonna run out of gas. I'm gonna run over him, and that's exactly what happened. But he had a nice save. Because I obviously gave him a huge bump in the middle of a corner. Couldn't have happened in a worse spot either in the track, and but he saved it nicely, and
Absolutely.
yeah, we were able to run it out to the end.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
Well, you know,
good,
that
good win.
everybody, did real good, and it was kind of cruising, and then, like always, at the end, it gets crazy exciting, and that was, you guys put on a show. Good job.
It always gets crazy on super speedways around here. Certainly no lack of excitement with this crew. But
Did you guys see me blow my pit stop?
I didn't. I didn't catch it. I'm not sure if Milt or
I shouldn't
Adam
have.
caught it.
So, I overshot my pit stop on my green flag pit stop, and then let's see, Matt was able to pit. I think you had an extra lap on me, but then he had to burn up his fuel catching us because he still was behind from that first no caution. But definitely didn't deserve it today, to say the least. But just happy to get a win for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. We made it work. Yeah, so again, awesome win, and of course, thank you, for adminning this series and for all you do, for this league. We definitely couldn't do it without the admins, and of course, the league promoter Sam Young, and everybody else who volunteers as an admin and all the other series as well.
Sammy.
And them sponsors.
Exactly.
Putting up the money for the trophies.
Yep. Can't do without the sponsors either. Because for those of you who are out there watching and don't race with us, we actually do give out real trophies at the end of every season to the champion. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Matt Watkins had to build like a whole half of another house for all his.
Yeah, I got a pretty massive trophy room. I think I have one from a demolition derby I won once. That's about it.
I think Matt started taking the Mark Martin approach. He gave all of his away because they kept breaking every time he moved. So Mark Martin has like surprisingly few trophies from his racing career.
Yeah, I noticed that with a lot of my dad's old trophies. They are quite fragile, and over the years, the placards fall off, and then you don't know which placard goes to which trophy. So I've just got a pile of stuff, but
yeah,
I still keep them.
Not a problem that I have. So. But all right, guys. I think that'll do it for this broadcast. We'll be at Martinsville next week, so that's always a fun one. Some people love it, some people hate it. Personally, I kind of like Martinsville. But yeah, we'll see who all shows up for that one. But again, guys, thanks for coming out. Awesome field tonight, awesome race, and that ending was just that's almost worthy of like a separate video to post on the YouTube page. So maybe we'll see about getting that up. But all right, we'll see you guys next week at Martinsville. Have a good night.